Good afternoon. My name is Fabian Eliason. I am one of the parent family support services here at PAL, Parent Professional Advocacy League. I'm here today to just talk to you about communications. Communications is a key, is very important. How mostly with your teachers. So this is the month in November, like about the fall. Your students, your child has been in school for about like 2 months now. How do you communicate? How's the communication has been going with your teachers, with the paraprofessional, with the principal? So this is a way that you kind of testing to see is how communication has been effective. So whether you have a kid in special needs, in a way like has an IEP or in a sub-separate classroom, in an inclusion classroom, or any ways, how does the communication has been being effective? And that way you can say, is it by email, is it by text, is it by phone call, and is the teachers been communicating with you? How's your child is being doing in classroom? Are you receiving any type of communication? So this is a way that you kind of going back with your teacher and trying to be in the classroom to see how's your child is doing, and if they are doing their homework, if they are doing the classroom, is there being any interaction is been taking place. Report cards is probably going to come in soon. You don't want to hear it's when they're not doing well or something is not happening in the classroom. So those are the kind of the way tactic. And I always tell parents, do not wait until at the last minute when things are not being great. It's not when, your child or John or Vanessa is not doing well. And that's when the teacher is saying, oh, she's acting up, or she's sleeping in the classroom, or she's disturbing the classroom. What happened in September? Make sure you give your email. Make sure when you drop your child at school, you check in with the teacher. How's your child is doing? At the end of the day, how's your child is doing? Because those are the way that to kind of communicate with your child, and it's not the way to see and tap in to see, okay, I would like to visit your child's classroom. I would like to visit, because even though now we're still in COVID, but some school is still, they allowed you to come to visit the classroom or just coming in to observe the classroom. That will give you some kind of assurance, and the child knows that you're taking some important space, and they know that you really care, and the teachers really appreciate that. For example, I'm always texting my daughter's class teachers how things are going. If she's returning her homework, she's in high school. Just because you're in high school, that doesn't mean I'm not on top of it. Every teachers, I'm aware, how things are going, how's the project is going. I'm checking with my child. And you also have Aspen, or each of the child, they have a platform, and you have access to it. How those classes and how they do in the classes. So you also have to check on those pinpoint, check the kids' backpacks. Send a little notes for those teachers in the notepads, and then send a little envelope. Say, hey, I just want to know how things. Or send an email. Say, I would like to check with you. Can you have a 5 minutes? Can we make a phone calls, or just double check to see when can we meet? Whether to just make sure that you can check on that. Communication is very key, and look what's best for you, what works for you, because email may not work for somebody, it works for someone else, or text, or whatever it works for you. So you just like to make sure that works, but always to make sure that communication works for everything that you're doing. And if documents is that what works for you,